Well, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And fans, I do the honors.
Yeah.
Introduce our special guest.
Definitely. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to engage in a conversation with a teacher, an advocate, an environmentalist, somebody we can just talk to about all kinds interesting things, and a patriot of Antigua and Barbuda in the person of Miss Joshua Francis. Good afternoon, Joshua.
Good afternoon to our listening guests, and good afternoon to everyone.
Yeah, so we're here today. We usually talk about a number of things when you come, but we're here today specifically to discuss the regular cleanups that you and friends and the general public usually do, and you have another one that's coming up. Let's start out our discussion with the details about that one.
We are going to be cleaning a trail on Sunday the 15th of May, which is this Sunday at Devil's Bridge. There's a trail that leads from the back of Devil's Bridge. You don't actually just drive over, you walk at the back. And I found this trail with 5 a.m. hikers.
Yay, 5 a.m.
Big them up. I love them. And I said to them after doing the hike that I would like to come back and clean the trail because there are lots of trash. We would have had to postpone last year's cleanup, but this year on Sunday, we are all going to be gathered to pick up some trash from this trail.
I'm being facetious. Are you sure we can walk around the mountain?
I am pretty sure. I am 100% sure.
It's being sold out real fast to all kinds of people in high places. So we gotta be careful that we're not trespassing.
I am 100% sure that it is working because I actually did a hike there, do a run through with my dog.
How long ago?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So it's in good place. It's a good. When I went, you're not lying, the excavator was actually working. So a part of it, we couldn't go fully just because there were a lot of debris falling out, and just for safety, it wouldn't make sense crossing over. So we're just going to hike and clean to that section. It is not long. It's not long because we're not doing the whole hike. When we did the hike with 5 a.m., we started from boys training school, and then we walked to Param, and then we went that way. We're not going all that way. We're going to start.
Walk through Param or Willie Keys?
Willie Keys. Sorry, Willie Keys. So we're not going to be doing the whole hike. We're going to be doing the last leg of it. So we're going to meet up. As soon as you turn into Devil's Bridge, you're not going to be able to miss us.
Okay, very good. And what time does this hike start?
6 a.m. So
you're going to have any bush tea or anything?
Always. Bush tea, some fever grass tea is going to be there. And we're going to have some dumpling. And we're going to be having some oats and cream of wheat porridge for you afterwards. So some light refreshments. And I just want to say thank you very much to the sponsors for the porridge and National Solid Waste for supplying all of the gloves and all of the garbage bags that we'll be using on Sunday.
I like cream of wheat.
You like cream of wheat?
So I might just come for the porridge. But I really think that the idea of citizens getting together, particularly trails, right? So we can't really blame solid waste, for example, for not going off the beaten trail. I am still amazed at how much rubbish end up on hiking trails. I don't understand. I hike, I want to say regularly, but then I'm going to be lying. I want to hike regularly, but I've hiked a number of trails, and they are remote trails. They are away from the beaten path, but there's quite a bit of rubbish that you find on them. And so for yourself and other Antiguans and Barbudans to get out there and pull out the garbage that we see, put them aside so that they can be picked up, I think is a great effort and service that we do in the community. But you have done some other cleanups before. Give us a little bit of history of what's behind this.
So last year we cleaned 2 Foot Bay. Again, I did the hike with 5 a.m. hikers, and we went on the hike. There were lots of trails, and I said we're going to go back and clean the trails. Then we would have
Is it really called 2 Foot Bay?
That's the name we know it as.
That's the name we know it as.
This is Weatherells, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the name we know it as.
That's what I was told.
In Barbuda.
Right. That's a separate 2 Foot Bay.
And I'm wondering if that's the real name of it.
I was told that that's not the real name, but that's when you say it, I know where you're talking about.
Go ahead.
Unfortunately, I didn't name the beaches. I don't know. I can only tell you what the... Let me tell you, Jason, I cannot tell anybody how much 5 a.m. appreciates him and just shout out to his excellent planning of all of our hikes.
Or lack of planning.
And we get the good ones are the ones when you get lost.
Listen, let the record reflect that Jason never gets lost.
So what do? We just turn the wrong path.
No.
What do we do,
It's
Fran?
the adventure in 5 a.m. Okay, this idea that you could get lost in Antigua, especially if the team is there. I don't think it's possible.
You don't think it's
no,
lost?
I don't think anybody can say that 5 a.m. has ever gotten lost anywhere.
We just went the wrong path.
No, it's not the wrong path. You explored a different area.
I love that way of
That's how it is. Yes. It's like education, it's never all well mapped out and laid out. There are always, anyway, a number of ways to do things. And so it's certainly a good initiative, and I think that everybody should participate in that and get out there. What they have to bring,
all you have to bring is yourself. We're going to be providing the gloves, we're going to be providing the garbage bags, and there's going to be a light refreshment at the end. There will be a few cutlasses, and you don't really have to. It's not hard work. We're going to be there picking up some trash. But I must say, there are some individuals who did dump some garbage when I was walking down the trail that we will be removing. And we're just going to put the TV there. Yes, there was a TV when I went and walked the trail so that the truck can pick it up. And again, just to go back to your question, Jason would have taken us on all of these adventures. And then I said, I want to go back and clean the trails. And when I was here last year, I said to you guys, I'm on the hunt for all 365 beaches. Just because I had a little human, I had to put a pause on a lot of things. But I am back up and running with going to the beaches. And once I find trash, I want to organize several events so that we can go back to clean them, because I believe Antigua and Barbuda is my home, it is your home, and we as a nation have to keep it clean, and we can come together ever so often to pick up some trash.
Now, let me ask you, that 365 beach effort, which began even before COVID, I think, how many beaches did you complete? You discovered, and I'm using the word loosely in inverted commas.
Just like Christopher Columbus.
You discovered how many beaches?
I have.
Before you put a pause on it.
I have written down 250 beaches. So what I did, one of the fishermen from Erlins, Barry, thank you very much. My friend Alicia, my friend Shazzy, we went on a boat and we were just counting beaches, and we would have had a definition of a beach. It is where high and low water meet. And then the big debate was, how do we know what beach separates what? And then we were saying that we would separate the beaches based on the land formation. So once there is land that is not man-made, because when you go around Johnson's Point just by OJ's, they would have thrown some rocks there, so you can't really walk. You'd have to walk around the rocks. That is man-made, so that's not a separation. That would be one long beach. But once there is natural separation, we're going to be counting it as a beach.
And how much of the island had you covered when you got to 200 plus?
We covered like 5 different islands.
Okay.
But it could be. We're going to go back and see. I'm excited about this adventure. This summer is going to be filming videos, going to the different beaches. I'm excited. Last summer I couldn't do it, but I'm excited about this summer.
Very good. Now, could you alert me to it? Because I want to be a part of it.
Awesomeness.
I want to join the team.
Yes!
Well,
I love this.
Well, yeah, because I want to be able to truly say, because I've brought some friends here, and I've said, just based on the legend, we have 365 beaches, but I really don't know if that is a fact.
We're going to prove it.
We're going to
prove it. So it's going to be fact or friction.
Right.
And once we find trashes on these beaches, we're going to organize events, and we're going to go back and pick up the trashes.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, hey, look, and so I know that there are a couple of other things that you have on your mind, and the motivation behind of doing this project here was a personal motivation. When we come back from the top of the hour break, I want you to talk a little bit about what originally stimulated the idea and the impetus for you to go about dealing with this. Let's take the top of the hour and come back to Voice of the People.
This is Observer Radio, 91.1 FM.
This hour is brought to you by Battery Engineering. We know batteries inside out.
You're listening to the voice of the people on Observer Radio.
Welcome back to Voice of the People on Observer Radio 91.1 FM. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Paul, Franz, and our national cleanup lady. We're all in the house, and she's sharing some exciting news on a new initiative this Sunday. The 15th up in the Devil's Bridge area is going to be a big cleanup. I want to be a part of that as well. And about a month or so ago, I was down in the Hodges Bay area. We had a hike down there, and you know Hodges Bay is,
posh.
Hey, you never see so much garbage.
Oh, Lord.
Once you get off the beaten path, it's so much trash. I couldn't believe it. Not just, well, you know where, let me be correct. You know where the sugar mill is, the Westcott Sugar Mill?
Yes,
That's
yes,
Blue
yes.
Waters. That's not Hodges Bay.
I
What's
know.
that? That's Crosby's.
Yes, I think it's Crosby's.
Oh, there was so much trash. I couldn't believe it. And so I said, as soon as the bush go down, then is when you see all the garbage and stuff. So in every area, people are just discarding stuff out the windows and stuff. So it's a great effort. And so I want to be a part of that as well. But before we get back to our discussion, application forms for boys wishing to enter Form 1 at the St. Joseph's Academy are available at the school's office. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is the deadline to submit the application. Please act with some urgency, folks. The exam is on Saturday, May 14th at 8 a.m. and you have to have the application form already submitted. Again, the deadline for submitting them, Friday, May the 13th. Go ahead, friends.
Hey, Don Official Store Phone-a-Rama sale on Hyundai phones, $299 and up. Samsung phones, $599 and up. At Don Official Store on Upper Nevis Street. Ladies and gentlemen, call now 775-4488. That's 775-4488 now, or WhatsApp 720. This number you're wrong, Don Official. You're missing one number. So you have to give me the WhatsApp number separate. But everybody can just call the phone number 775-4488. Store hours 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone-a-Rama sale at Don Official Accessories Store. Come now. They have the best prices that are available anywhere. And Golden Eye Calypso Review will be opening its doors on June 3rd. All artists who are interested in signing up to participate in the tent are invited to register at News Corp Observer Radio or call 725-9101 for more information. Calypso tent, yeah, you have to participate. And then from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Connecting with Dave Lester Payne today, Nurse Eleanor Warner, President of the Caribbean Nurses Association and former President of Antigua and Barbuda Nurses Association, she'll be on in a rebroadcast. And then from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Rubis Promotion live from Rubis E&E Service Station in Ebenezer. Then from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., it's Evolution Drive Time. So, talk to me now, Joshuanet, about your motivations. What caused you to come up with this, some may call lofty project that you're embarking on here?
So I was 24 and I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis. That means the cartilage in my knees are wearing away. And I became a disability advocate and an advocate for individuals with arthritis. I go by the saying that a disability does not define you. What a doctor says does not define you. And I started to hunt for the 365 beaches because the doctor suggested that I swim. And to ensure I keep fit, I have been hiking. And as a person who's a lover of her country, I go on these hiking trails and I see so much trash. I decided, why not organize with my friends to pick up the trash? So fun fact, Sunday is actually my birthday. And my friends and I, we always have a get together. So instead of us going and having dinner or lunch, we are just going to go and pick up some trash because life gets crazy and we do not always get to actually link up. So we're going to be linking up and doing something for Antigua and Barbuda.
Hey, look, there isn't a better way to celebrate than activities that build not only our social groups but our nation as well. You can just carry a few flasks with some libation to make sure that everybody appropriately celebrate. But I think that it is important for us to get together and look out for Antigua and Barbuda, because truth be said that we only have this one island, and if we don't look out for Antigua and Barbuda, then maybe there may be some other people who are interested who may come and look out for it for us. But the truth is, one of the things that I'm glad about doing all this stuff really shows you some things that you would normally see. That is what my biggest experience is have been with 5 a.m. hikers. I thought that I knew Antigua and Barbuda until I started to hike on those trails. But the environmental piece, the piece of making things clean and pristine, is really a notable and laudable thing.
Thank you. And I think that us as Antiguans and Barbudans, we have to care for the nation. We have to care for the beaches and we have to care for our trails. And you know, a big thing in the world right now is ecotourism. Mm-hmm. A lot of people want to travel and they want to experience nature. And people don't want to experience nature when it's filthy. Mm-hmm. So we as individuals, and I encourage anybody who goes hiking, I think COVID, it might have done many bad things. A good thing with COVID is a lot of us went back to doing stuff that we enjoyed. We did the beaches more. We did more family time. And if you're going to hike, please take your trash with you. However you got there, you can take it back. And as you rightfully said, National Solid Waste cannot be responsible for taking the trashes off of trails. We as individuals who hike must take back our trash.
Yeah. What about children? I believe that these activities should be family based. Apart from the fact that you're having a big birthday bash celebration in the bushes up there. Do you advocate that children participate in these activities?
I do. I actually driving down here, right? My thing is I want to get to the place. I teach at All Saints Secondary. And for next year's graduation, I want to volunteer my services that students must do community service in order to graduate. They must do 20 hours. Mm-hmm. We need to go to Wallins Nature Reserve on a Sunday or a Saturday, whatever religion you have, and we're going to go plant some trees. We need to go to St. John's and we're going to go serve some food at the soup kitchen. We're going to go pick up some trash from a beach, trash from a trail. We're going to go into the community and help an older person, because this generation, as a teacher, they don't value giving back. It's always me, and we need to get them to that place. And not just at All Saints Secondary School, across the curriculum, I think it should be a thing. Students must volunteer 20 hours of community service in order for them to graduate.
Boy, sister, you're going to get me in trouble if we start to have these kind of conversations, you know, because those kind of things are close to my heart. They're the things that I encourage my children to do. And it is really service to others that leads to greatness.
Correct.
Not money, not many of the material things that we celebrate nowadays. And if you teach children to serve other people, the value and the education that you get out of that is really phenomenal. What I would propose to you is that you write to the Ministry of Education and propose to them that they should include that as a part. And I would even go a step further and tell you, not only at secondary schools, but there is never too early a time to teach service. And so once the child is participating in a structured educational environment, when they're 5, we can teach them how to serve at that level. And so it will become a practice and a pattern for them as they go through the school system in Antigua and Barbuda. And so I think that is a noteworthy idea, an idea that, in Antigua, if you don't write it down and send it in, you cannot say that it was an idea that was proposed. But I don't think you would find anybody over there at the Ministry of Education who would disagree with you, nor will you find any teacher who would disagree with you that service is a good component of learning and teaching our young Antiguans and Barbudans how to be good citizens of Antigua and Barbuda. But so let's stay, because if you carry me down the school and education thing, we're going to just shift what we come here for.
It's a whole different conversation we're going to be having today.
Come here for today. But I want us to repeat a little bit about where we're going, why you were going up there, and who you want to come up there from what time.
I want everybody to come up there. The Coast Guard are actually going to be joining me on this initiative. They have confirmed that they will be there to assist with picking up some trash from the trail up at Devil's Bridge in Willie Keys. Once you're available on Sunday, it starts at 6, but if you can't get there at 6, you can get there at 8 a.m. and we are going to be picking up some trash from the trail up in Devil's Bridge. That's up Willie Keys. That's far place. And this month also, why we're picking up trash, it is Arthritis Awareness Month. And I just want to say a big shout out to Mount St. John. And they've been doing an amazing job this year with highlighting the different disabilities and all of things happening with the world and individuals who are not quote unquote normal. Last month they had autism awareness and they had rock your socks day, and there's so many different activities. This week they had sneakers day, and people on island have been participating. So activities that I plan and other individuals plan definitely shed some light on the different individuals who are quote unquote not normal. But guess what? No disability defines anybody.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, Joshua, I am thankful that there are citizens like you in Antigua and Barbuda who take the time from your regular schedule to go out and to do important things for the development of our nation, and that you have stopped by here to invite us all to come out and participate. I'm going to check my schedule. What time you expect to wrap up?
We should be done about 12. The last cleanup, we're about 12. So from 6 until 12.
About 6 until 12. All right. We're going to see how it go here. Let me just take 2 WhatsApps related to our conversations here before you go. Hey, may I advise that young lady to do more swimming, which is free form exercise that does not put pressure on her knees. This one says, yeah, you're a swimmer.
That's the reason why we're hunting for all 365 beaches, because that's the exercise that they recommend for people with arthritis.
All right, good. And this one says, that's my cause. All right. And this one says, okay. Yeah. So those are the ones that relate to our conversation here today. We are going to take a break and we're going to come back and you're going to wrap up our conversation, Joshua.
No problem.
This hour is radio.
You're listening to the voice of the people on Observer Radio.
Welcome back to Voice of the People for Thursday, 12th May 2022, and we've been having a discussion here with Miss Joshua Francis, and she was telling us about an event that she has, or activity, cleaning up some beaches. And so she's going to wrap up with us. Make sure you know all the details. Make sure you know where to meet, which is important because, that's a wide area, where we're going to start, where we're going to end. Give us the logistics as we wrap up, Joshua.
So on Sunday, the 15th of May, which is this Sunday, guys, we are going to be meeting up at Devil's Bridge, and we are going to be cleaning that trail. All you need to bring is yourself. The gloves will be provided, and the trash bags have been provided. Thank you very much to National Solid Waste for donating all that we need to get the trash up off of that trail. I can be contacted at 268-727-2120. Again, that number is 727-2120. Or you can find all of the information on my social media page, Instagram, Facebook, and there are 2 videos on my YouTube page. There's one where I did the trail walkthrough, and there's the initial hiking video that I did with 5 a.m. hikers a year or so ago. Sunday, 6 a.m. we are going to be picking up some trash because Antigua is my home, it is your home, and we as citizens have to ensure we do what we must to keep it clean.
And so people will drive to Devil's Bridge, and cleanup will start from Devil's Bridge.
Correct,
back to Willikes.
No, right there. We're going to be starting from the entrance of Devil's Bridge, and we're going to go down, and we're going to turn right back, and you're going to walk
so
back
the
to your
main
car.
road that is going to Long Bay, you're going to start out there.
Correct.
And then you will walk down the trail to
Correct.
Devil's Bridge. All right.
You're not going to be able to miss it because there will be some signs. So you cannot miss it. There will be signs and there will be cars. You cannot miss it. It's going to start at 6 a.m. Sunday morning.
All right. Hey, everybody should support this initiative. Thank you, Josh and Ed, for coming in to talk to the people about it. I'm so glad that there are people like you in our society. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And see everybody on Sunday morning.
All right. Hey, the place to be, everybody, is by Joshua Nett's cleanup there over at Devil's Bridge. This